Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. This is my second video related to three-dimensional geometry. In my last video, I discussed with you the basic concept related to directional cosines as well as direction ratio, and I told you that I am going to discuss every topic related to this chapter in detail with you. So this is the second video in sequence and the topic is equation of a line in 3D. So in this video, I am going to discuss both the forms vector as well as the Cartesian form of the equation of a line in 3D as well as one of the example I am going to discuss with you. So let's see. In 11th standard, you have studied about the straight lines and you studied many of the types of straight line when different forms are being asked. So first was when the slope as well as a point was given to you. So that was the slope and point form. And the second was 2 points form. And the third was intercept form. And the fourth was normal form. Likewise, in 3D system, we have the two possible ways to write the equation of the line. The first one, that is when the line passes through a point as well as parallel to a vector. That is almost similar to the first form of the equation of a straight line. Why? Because in this also the point of the slope is given. In this also the point as well as in place of slope they have said it is parallel to a vector, means direction they have given. So, and the second form is similar, that is 2-point form. Okay. Why are we not discussing these two forms, intercept and normal form? Because you know when we talk about 3D, intercept on all the three axes is not possible when we talk about line. For that we have to consider a plane. Okay. As we are discussing the line, that's why we are not discussing these two forms, we are discussing only the above two in 3D. So in this particular video, my focus is on only one, that is passes through a point as well as parallel to a vector. So this form we are going to discuss. So let's see. This form or every form in the vectors in the 3D can be expressed in two ways. The first is vector form and the second one is Cartesian form. So our main focus is on vector form. Once we understood the vector form, it is very easy to write the Cartesian form. So for that you have to concentrate on this figure. If you understand this figure well, then it is very easy for you to write the equation. Okay. So what is given to you? You want to write the equation of a line in 3D that is parallel to a given vector. So first of all, a line we are going to consider, that is L, and as it is given that it is parallel to a vector, so we are going to consider a vector B. Okay, and its components are B1, B2 and B3. And they have said one more thing, that this line is passes through a point. So let us consider the point as A and the coordinates of A are x1, y1 and z1. Now we are going to consider, whenever we write a line, we always consider a general point. So we consider that general point as P and its coordinates are x, y and z. Now we are going to join this A point with the origin, likewise this. Okay. Now this is the position vector OA and we are going to represent it as A. Okay. Now we are going to join P point with O and call this vector as R. You have already studied in vector algebra that OP vector is represented as R vector. Okay. So now you got this is A vector and this is R vector. So if you see, then you can find out that AOP is a triangle. Okay. So I have drawn it separately here, OAP. OA is a vector and AP is a vector and OP is also a vector. Now from the triangle law of addition, what does it say? It says if two of the vector, okay, can be arranged as the two adjacent sides of a triangle, then the third side represents their addition and it is always in the opposite direction. As these two vectors are going in this way, so this vector goes in this direction. Okay, so if they are arranged, it means this vector is going to represent their addition, like OA plus AP. Both are the vector. So this is what according to the law of the triangle. So according to the triangle law of addition of vectors, we can write OA plus AP is OP. Okay, so we are going to use this equation. So now you can see, first is the vector form. So we got that according to the law of the addition of vectors, we got OA plus AP equals to OP. Now you know that OA that we have already considered is a vector A and OP is a vector R. Now what about AP? It is given to us that AP vector is parallel to B vector. So we know that we have studied in vector algebra that if two vectors A and B are parallel to each other, they can be written as A equals to lambda times of B vector. So the same way as line L is parallel to B vector, so we can write AP vector lies on the line. So AP vector can be written as lambda times of B vector. So this is what we are going to focus on, that AP, as AP vector is on the line L, is on the line L, and this is your AP vector and this is parallel to B vector. So we can write AP vector is lambda times of B vector. So we got this one. Now we are going to arrange these things in our this equation, OA plus AP equals to OP. So you can see that OA is A vector plus this is lambda times of B vector and this is equals to R vector. This is the vector form of the equation of a line in 3D. So here you can see the result, that A plus lambda B equals to R. So this is the vector form when the equation passes through a point and it's parallel to a vector, that is B. So A plus lambda B equals to R. This is the vector form. Now to write the Cartesian form is very easy. How to write the Cartesian form? You can see here. Already we have discussed that we are going to get this result from the triangle law of addition. And now OA vector is the coordinate of A point are x1, y1, z1. So in component form of the vector with the help of ijk are the unit vector in the direction of x, y and z axis. So we can write in component form x1i plus y1j plus z1k. Similarly, we can write our R vector yani OP vector as xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, so we got these two vectors in component form. Now we are going to write AP vector in component form. How are we going to write? Let's see. So this is AP vector, as AP vector is parallel to B vector. So AP is lambda times of B, and B vector has the component B1, B2, B3. So B vector will be B1i, B2j plus B3k. So AP vector is lambda times of B1i plus lambda times of B2j plus lambda times of B3k. So this is what we got. Now the final result, as we got this equation OA plus AP equals to OP. So in place of OA we are going to write the component form x1i plus y1j plus z1k. Similarly in place of AP and then OP. Now we are going to rearrange this relationship. We are going to write this equals to this minus this. So this is what we have arranged. Now you can see that if we are going to take I common, then we will get x minus x1 I. Similarly we can write plus y minus y1j and plus z minus z1 k. Now you compare the scalar component of both the sides. Then the first is x minus x1 equals to lambda times of b1. Lambda times of b1. So what is value of lambda? Lambda will be x minus x1 upon b1. Okay. So this is what you are going to get. Similarly here y minus y1 upon b2 and z minus z1 upon b3, they all are equivalent and they are equal to lambda. So this is your Cartesian equation, x minus x1 upon b1, okay, and y minus y1 upon b2 equals to z minus z1 upon b3. So these are the two forms. Now let us discuss an example. Find the equation of a line which passes through the point 1, 2, 3, that is A point, and parallel to a vector they have given this vector. A point is this, then you can write x1, 2, this is I, this is 2j, and this is 3k. So this is what our vector A, okay, and now parallel to a vector that is given to us. So you are going to write first of all the result in this way. You know this is the vector form A plus lambda b equals to r. Now in place of A, I plus 2j plus 3k, lambda times b vector is given to us, that is 3i plus 2j minus 2k, that is given to us, and r vector, that is our original vector, that is xi plus yj plus zk, okay, the position vector of P. Now you can see that again we are going to rearrange them, this minus this. So if you are going to compare, this will become x minus 1 I plus y minus 2 j plus z minus 3 k, and here you will get 3 lambda. So this will become x minus 1 upon 3, y minus 2 upon 2, and z minus 3 upon minus 2. So if we are going to replace this minus, we have to reverse the sign. So this will become 3 minus z upon 2. So this is our result, the equation of the line in 3D when the line passes through a point and it is parallel to a given vector. So it's very easy, and it's very easy to remember this relationship. So I hope you all understood, and in the next video I'll discuss the second form. So thank you so very much.